All right, so these guys do a little deeper research. They say that they've got her 8 major contributors to the Hillary Clinton Foundation. The Clinton Foundation, here goes.
And scalability of social media. So what he reveals to you today might be that piece that if it's like it was for me, a piece that I've been waiting for.
Initiative. The second was an odd one, and it was the National Lottery of the
Oops, we just missed a couple of them, so we'll go back here.
of disappearing ink. But the fact is, underlying the form on that page were the actual names of the contributors, which we were able to unpack. And these were 8 contributors that donated a total of almost $11 million. And the names were quite interesting. One was Elevate Social Businesses, which is a new name for the Clinton Justra initiative. The second was an odd one, and it was the National Lottery of the Netherlands. Third one of particular interest related to the Mueller probe was Fidelity Charitable Gift Fund. The fourth was Wasserman Foundation, not the Wasserman, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, but this is the Wassermans from Hollywood. The next one was the Norwegian Agency for Development Corporation, which is run by the Foreign Ministry of Norway. The next one was the Inter-American Development Bank. Number 7 was the W.K. Kellogg Foundation, and 8 was Digicel, which manages wireless telephones all over basically the second and the third world. So we saw these names for the first time ever. Now this, if you go back to the earlier years, we're talking about contributions in the 50 to 60, 100 million range where the contributor was left blank. So my first conclusion,
50 to 60, 100 million. Left blank. What a group. What a bunch of schmucks.
and just thinking somewhat humorously, as there's all this noise about President Clinton or President Trump submitting his tax returns. Well, it would seem that if he's going to be asked to do that, then the Clinton Foundation needs to be unmasking all of these contributors that they have blocked out of all their previous tax returns going all the way back to 1997.
Blocked out all these contributors to 1997. What a bunch of creeps. And the IRS is allowing them to do so. Totally incorrupt, illegal, corrupt institutions.
So that's one thing. But of particular note is the investment by Fidelity, not investment, but donation by Fidelity Charitable Gift Fund in 2017 for $1,550,000. Now, the issue there is the fact that this proves with primary evidence that Fidelity Investments and the Clinton Foundation have a relationship. And why is that important? Because if you start looking at the financial disclosures of the different parties that are involved with the Mueller probe, and for example, the recent arrest of Roger Stone and the indictment of Roger Stone, what we see here is that most of the parties that are attacking Roger Stone from the special prosecutor's office also have Fidelity Investments themselves.
Huh.
I'm going to stop there and let you comment.
No, that's significant because, as you have pointed out to us, that they should have basically recused themselves or certainly have stated their possible conflict of interest or basically just known that they certainly were part of a scheme that was being hidden because, as we can see on these Clinton Foundation IRS forms, they have hidden the information, either the name of the donor, because that would be the name of a nation, a country that donated to her while she...
Not only have they hidden this stuff, from the public and from the IRS, but it shows that these foundations are, some of these major financial foundations are corrupt to the hilt and are stealing funds and using them for whatever means they want. And they're legally getting away with it. Shows you how corrupt our justice system is, how corrupt the financial systems and institutions are, shows you how corrupt these corporations are.
She was the Secretary of State, which would have broken the emolument clause. Or they block out the amount. But what you did, and I don't know if it might have flown over people's head, but once again, you looked so carefully. You looked at everything so many times that you looked underneath it. And what did you find underneath it? You found they made a mistake on just 1 year.
Yeah.
But that 1 year
Yes.
is enough to sink the Mueller special counsel investigation because of Fidelity.
Absolutely it is. Let me tell you why. Because Judge Amy Berman Jackson, who was assigned to be the judge in the Roger Stone indictment, has 4 holdings in Fidelity. Chief Justice John Roberts has 17 holdings in Fidelity in the 2012 financials. James Comey has 2 holdings, and Rod Rosenstein has 18 holdings. So if we look back to the genesis of this special counsel prosecution, the first one who should never have been present in any involvement with this activity would have been Rod Rosenstein, who has 18 holdings in Fidelity. Those holdings give him a direct conflict of interest with the Clinton Foundation, and therefore anything related to the subject of the Clintons would have disqualified him as a party. And yet he was silent, and he went ahead and he then appointed Robert Mueller. Now,
So Fidelity is up to their eyeballs in this crap, and all these people that are holding Fidelity investments are up to their eyeballs in this crap, and that means all of them. I'm going to edit here. You can go and listen to the other 44 minutes of this, but it shows you how corrupt Fidelity investments are and how corrupt these individuals involved in the investments are as well.